Why does Jesus remind us to keep our peace, to remember to abide in his ways, to follow in his commandments? Oftentimes he's referencing to keep something going or to hold on to something or to not forget to continue to do what is being done. I think many times in the Bible also, we are reminded of the things that God gives us to hold on to, or we are instructed to take care of, to foster, to be steadfast with, or to steward. And honestly, it's not always the easiest thing to steward some of the things that he asks us to. I mean, he tells you to abide in his peace, and the peace that the world can not only not understand, but that is even incomprehensible to us while we feel it, especially in these times where we may go through uncertainty, through lack, poverty, or just problems in this world. I mean, this is real life after all that we're dealing with. But when it comes to joy, I think it's very interesting that not only God cares for us to abide in having joy, that he wants us to be joyful, but it's something to take care of and to hold on to, not so much to forget about. Now, there's many different ways that we can simplify what joy means, especially in the context of the Bible. Psalms 37 verse 4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." I think oftentimes when we're thinking about the things that we want to do in life or that we want to experience, not only, yes, we bring and have happiness because of it, but I think when we get deeper into it, there's some real joy that we experience. And I know that everybody feels it in their own heart also, because the Bible says for each person in their own heart also knows the measurement of how their heart is carried. I definitely paraphrase that, but he's essentially telling you that you can be very joyful in your heart and you will know it. And same thing when you're facing sadness or sorrow. And then there's also what we call the joy of the Lord. In the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 10, after he's given this speech to the congregation of Israel that is returning because they were exiled formerly, and now Nehemiah has been in charge of not just rebuilding the walls, but reestablishing the structures that were there before, including the government and the people. He's telling them about how they went wrong, and so they're not just reading the commandments of Moses, but these people are repenting, and they're also doing this in the day of rest. And of course, when they're hearing all these things that Nehemiah has to say about what they have done and what their parents did, the people are disheartened. They know they're in sorrow, they're not feeling great, and yet